All right, everyone, welcome back. We're diving into something super interesting today. Have you ever thought about learning that really complex and breaking it down to the tiniest steps you can imagine?
It's kind of like how the Freestyle Trampoline Association is changing the game for athletes.
Yeah, the FTA, they have this thing called degree by degree training, and it's pretty much exactly what you just said.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. Traditionally, coaches would just throw all these cues and numbers at athletes, expecting them to just get it right away.
It's like trying to learn a song by just hearing it once, right? You just kind of get lost in the noise.
Totally. And the FTA is all about empowering athletes to understand the movement, not just mimic it.
So how do they do that?
Well, they call it exploring the rotational possibility frontier.
Okay, the rotational possibility frontier, that sounds pretty intense.
I know, right? But think of it like a map of a city. All the streets and buildings are the different ways your body can move.
Okay, I get it. So instead of being told turn left, go 2 blocks, you actually get to see the whole map.
Exactly. You get to learn the routes yourself, explore the city at your own pace. And the FTA does this by breaking down skills into these tiny degree-sized chunks.
So instead of trying to nail a backflip all at once, you're focusing on each little part of the rotation.
Yeah, and that's where the safety comes in, because instead of just jumping from a half rotation to a full rotation, which can feel kind of scary.
Yeah, you're kind of just hoping for the best at that point.
Exactly. But with this method, you're breaking it down into 360 individual degrees.
Whoa. Okay, so for a front full, you're not just practicing half rotations, but literally every single degree of the flip.
Yep. You're building this mental map of the entire movement so you know exactly where your body is at every point.
That makes so much sense, and it seems way less intimidating than just going for it all at once.
It's all about understanding the why behind each degree of the rotation.
I love that. So is this just for flips then, or do they use this for other skills too?
Oh no, they use it for pretty much everything. Think about a double twist. That's 720 degrees of rotation.
Whoa, that's a lot of degrees.
Yeah, but by breaking it down degree by degree, athletes are training their brains to track those rotations super precisely.
So they're basically becoming like human gyroscopes.
Pretty much, and this actually helps them with all sorts of movements, not just the specific skill they're working on.
So it's like rewiring their brains to think about movement in a whole new way. That's incredible. But how does this work for athletes who are at different levels? Can they all progress at their own pace with this method?
Yeah, totally. That's one of the coolest things about it. Because you're working in such tiny increments, coaches can give super specific feedback.
Oh, so instead of just saying your twist is off, they can pinpoint the exact degree where things are going wrong.
Exactly, which allows athletes to really take ownership of their progress.
It's like a personalized roadmap to becoming a better athlete. So it sounds like this isn't just about learning specific skills. It's about developing this deeper understanding of movement as a whole.
Exactly. It makes you think how can we apply this degree by degree thinking to other areas of our lives?
Ooh, that's a good question. Could we learn a new language or master a musical instrument using this method?
It's definitely something to think about. And we'll be back to explore more about how the FTA is using this to build some truly amazing athletes degree by degree.
Awesome. Can't wait to hear more about it.